Dixie's a really difficult team to play at their place, always have been. I know for us, and they've even got some RMAC wins against I think Mines last year. They were one of their few losses they had. And no excuses. And we still got to play better when we go down there. We've played them well here, beat them a couple years ago, almost beat them last year. But whenever we went down there, they're kind of a different animal, and they're a different team on the road versus at home. But it wasn't necessarily them. It was more so on us. We have had one quarter in 3 of our losses that we just have not played well and have got outscored something like 85-17. The rest of the quarters we have won in every one of those quarters, and that's something we're looking as a staff, as a team, to make sure that we rectify. I mean, we can't have that one lapse in a game, and against Dixie it was the second quarter where we weren't able to move the football effectively to get scores. Or we did get 10 points, but we needed touchdowns, not just the one. We needed more. And then defensively, we gave up some big plays. With some adjustments we made in the secondary and our linebackers, we just weren't on the same page. Got to get that. I know Coach Kerr and the staff's working to get that changed, but you can't give up, and that's what's happened. It's been 28, 29 points in a quarter, and us really getting either 0 or very, very few, and then letting that spread just get out of hand. Obviously the best thing coming off a tough loss is you got a rivalry game, and really nothing else matters. You got a game that now is going to be played for its 134th time against a team much like us is struggling to find a win as well. And there's been games where one team's had a great record, another team hasn't, or we've been the same, and it's always been a good game. And so I don't think records and who played who doesn't even matter anymore. It's rivalry week, and it's battle for the home stake trophy. Basically right now they have something we want, and we want that trophy to be back up here. They're going to be a great opponent regardless of their record. They played Pueblo tough last week, so they've shown they can be a very explosive team, just like we have shown this year. So obviously it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a night game, 6 o'clock. Yeah, the weather could be a little bit cooler. I don't think that's going to affect either team, to be honest with you. I think we're 2 teams that we practice in it, we play in it in the spring, in the fall. So it's not like you got a team maybe coming from up south that you're like, oh, hey, we're gonna get an advantage. There's not going to be any advantage to the weather. For both teams, it's going to, I think when the ball's kicked, nobody's going to care whether it's blowing, cold, windy, nice. It's just going to be, hey, we got to get after it. We got to play 4 quarters of football. So, it's going to be a great atmosphere. It always is. Whether it's cold weather, they travel well, we travel well. So it's going to be an electric atmosphere when you have a rivalry game. And I know that's kind of what our guys are looking forward to. I've heard talk amongst our players, who've played in this game, what it means to them, what it's about. And I think that's the biggest thing. When you go somewhere to play college sports, the volleyball game this week, all that stuff, the rivalries are huge. And so that's why you play college football, is to play in a rival game against a South Dakota Tech that you've been playing for 134 meetings. I think that's huge, dating back to 1900. So, it's not too difficult to get your guys refocused, once you have that rivalry. And our guys are excited. We're going to have a great week of practice and prepare ourselves to have a great showing on Saturday night.